Hey, hey, hey. I think that I am live. Now, I don't know nothing about going live, but I wanted to start going live. So if you're joining me, my name is Coach B. Wiley. I wanted to come on here and answer you guys' Q&A. I don't know who's going to show up to this live. I just decided I was going to go live. So if you have any questions for me, feel free to ask. Again, let's see what it says. I don't know anything about going live, but here we are. So let me just tell you just a little bit about myself. My name is Coach B. Wiley. I have been doing this coaching and videos since 2014, and 2020 is when I became a certified life coach. Hey guys, wave to me if you're joining. I'm just going to be answering your questions. If you have a dating and or communication question for me, go ahead and ask me so I can go ahead and ask. So if you're joining, give me a thumbs up, wave, do something, let me know you are here. I don't know how live works. It's probably my second time going live, but I need for you in the comments to ask me your dating questions. I'm Coach B. Wiley. I have been a certified life coach since 2020. However, I've been coaching and teaching and educating myself and writing books. Here's my book right here. Hello, my name is Single. For years, since like 2014. And a lot of women who follow me and who comment on my page are dealing with a lot of guys that they call trifling, a lot of men who go mute mouth. The number one video whenever I talk about this subject of mute mouth men is probably my highest video. Coach B. Wiley on all the things. If you're joining now, my name is Coach B. Wiley. I'm answering your dating questions, so type one up in the comments so I can answer it for you. I'm here to answer your questions. Tell your friend, join in. You know you got a homegirl who got dating drama. Tell her to join this live. So give me a question in the comments. But in the meantime, I'm just letting y'all know a little bit about what I do. For example, like I was saying, when it comes to dating drama and dating, a lot of women date and deal with men who are putting them on mute. Meaning, they have an issue, right? It's something that he's doing. However, he doesn't want to open up and talk about it. He is emotionally unavailable. He is emotionally uninvested. So what does he do? When you come to him, what does he do? He shuts down. He shuts off. He doesn't respond. He leaves you on red. He literally won't say anything to you. And that makes you upset. And then that makes you ultimately want to pull your hair out, talk to him even more, cry in a corner. And I'm telling you, the next time a guy goes mute, I need for you to do one thing. And that's nothing at all. If you know that he's shutting down and you can see that he's shutting down, then you reciprocate. That don't mean you act a fool and get on social media and act ignorant or nothing like that. That means if a dude is literally not talking to you on purpose, then you need to shut it down. Women, if you're single and you're watching this, or if you're in a relationship, your only job is to be you. Your job is to not to jump out of character, do all these magic flips and tricks with the guy just because you like and or love a guy. The only thing you can do in a healthy relationship is, can y'all see me? My phone has been acting weird. I dropped it in some water. So let me know if it starts acting weird. But anyway, your only job when you're in a relationship and or a dating situation is to show up as yourself. Be yourself. And if who you are does not jive with him, that is okay. And you can step away. When you're dating, and this is another thing, when you're dating, ask me your questions in the comments. I'm here to answer your questions. So, and like this, like it. If you like what I'm saying, go ahead and give me some hearts or whatever you do on wave. Do something, guys. I'm still learning about live on TikTok. So I don't know what you do over here. I guess you wave and you heart, and I think there's some gifts down there. I don't know. But let me know you're here. So wave in here. Put your questions in here. I'll answer your question. Yeah, there's a heart. So give me some hearts. Whatever it is you do on TikTok. I'm going to start going live as much as I can daily and answer your questions. Another thing, ladies, when you're dating and you're going on these dates, you definitely don't want to go in with any expectations. I say when you're going out on a date, you have zero expectations. You're just having a human-to-human engagement, meaning you're going there, he's talking, you're not interrogating, you're just asking him questions about him. You always want to ask the question, number one, how long have you been single? You need to always ask how long you've been single. And if he gives you a broad answer, you need to dig deeper. For example, if you say, how long have you been single? And he said, oh, it's been a minute. Like, dude, so you mean 60 seconds? So 60 seconds before you got to this date, you was in a whole relationship? Like, that's silly, right? So you want to ask him, so what's a minute? Because you need a direct answer. And you definitely don't want to be one of those girls that he's just dating because he's on the rebound. So when he gives you that direct answer, you then proceed with caution. Another thing you need to know about is what he learned from his last relationship. How did it end? You definitely want to know, how did it end? And if he says, well, we just grew apart, what does that even mean exactly? What do you mean you grew apart? Was you doing some cheating? Was she doing some cheating? Did they give you an STD? Like, what does this mean? That's so vague. It's not direct. So you want to know, all right, this is why y'all broke up. Oh, you broke up because you simply had different beliefs. She didn't believe in anything. You believed in God. That was a deal breaker. See, that's not drama. That's just two people going in two different directions, and that is okay. That is not drama. Every breakup is not all about drama. Here go my phone again. I don't know if y'all can see that pulling down, but my phone keeps doing this stupid thing. The screen is pulling down. But anyway, another thing is, if you know, this is very important, ladies. Single ladies who are dating. If you know, swipe right to view more comments. What? I don't know what I'm doing. But here's another thing, ladies. If you know that you're dating with the intent to be in a relationship, when you're on that date, you need to find out why he's dating. So you need to ask him, so all right, you're dating, I'm dating. So what is your goal? You can ask him what his goal is with dating, because there's always a goal. And if he says, oh, I'm just going to see what happens, just going with the flow, then that means you ain't on the same page, because you're dating with the intention to be in a relationship and or get married. Now that doesn't mean that he's your dude. That doesn't mean that. It means that's your goal. So if his goal ain't no goal, then it's not a match. And if you continue to date him and he's told you flat out on day one that he's just gonna date around and see what happens, and he don't have no solid end goal, he just gonna travel around by the seat of his pants, then you can't get mad at him when he leaves you on red, when he picks your butt up and puts you down. And what I mean by that, if you don't know what I mean by when a guy picks you up and puts you back down, that means he come in hot. He can do some love bombing. He's probably consistent. Some time goes by. You sleep with him maybe once, maybe twice, a few times. Who knows? He's done. He's decided. He done picked your butt up. He gonna sit you and drop your butt right off where he found you. And he gonna go to the next one. But you don't have to go through that if you just start asking these questions up front. Now, I do know dudes can pull the okie doke. The okie doke has been pulled on me before in my life. I get that. However, it's on you, single woman, you dating lady, you single mom, to recognize the red flags, to always listen to your gut, to know the questions to ask, and then dig a little deeper. I'll give y'all an example here. If y'all got questions, ask me your questions. Look, I charge folks to ask me questions, and I'm giving this for y'all for free. So if you got a question, ask me. Like, as far as the okie doke, the thing is, I used to be super gullible, super green, desperate, name it. I'll tell you who I am. You ain't got to tell me about me. And the thing is, I had to learn on my own. No one gave me the blueprint. I didn't have no life coach. I didn't have no big brother. I didn't have no mommy, no daddy to tell me about dating and what guys will do. So I had to learn the hard way. And it was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, child. But some books came out of it. A lot of clients have hired me. I'm on social media giving it back to y'all. And I just want y'all to understand that you don't have to ever go outside of yourself to get no dude's attention. Either he like what he see or he don't. Like with me, for example, I used to always be thirsty and trying to get a dude to like me and pay attention to me and to call me and just doing the most. When at the end of the day, I have a great personality. I'm an attractive person. Like, what's not to like? I mean, come on. You got to have that kind of mentality about yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror. You're great. Whatever it is you want to change and you can change it. Whatever you can't change, you have to accept it. However, when it comes to a dude, don't be out here trying to get chose. Chose for what? Like, who is this guy that he choosing? If he going to choose you to do anything, he's going to choose you to commit to you. But as far as what you look like and how good you are in bed and if you can cook and all this stuff, that doesn't matter at the grand scheme of things. You just need to be able to communicate with this person. Because at the end of the day, think about it. When you're like, my grandparents just turned 86 years old. They've been married for 60 years. Think about it at 86. Do you think my grandma and grandpa are like swinging from chandeliers? Of course they're not. They're 86. But do they talk, and can they sit there and talk to each other every day, all day, and go for walks and on trips and have a conversation with each other? Of course they can. Why? Because they didn't build that relationship on sex. And if you're a woman that's listening to this and you think you gotta just have sex with a dude, I need for you to not do that, because it's just too many STDs out here. It's just too much trifling stuff going on, and it just ain't even worth it. Like, anytime you get all hyped up about a dude, you infatuated, you got what I call the hearts in your eyes, which is just infatuation and lust. You definitely want to pump your brakes. Telling you what I know. The last guy I dated, it was recently, and it wasn't a match, so I ended up quit talking to him. But he was literally the most good-looking man. I'm 42. I just turned 42. He is the most good-looking man I've ever dated in my natural born life. And I was extremely attracted to him. And he had never dated a woman that he had not hooked up with in 2 weeks. The longest time he waited to have sex with a woman was 2 weeks. Me personally, look, man, you look good and everything, but what else is going on upstairs? And nothing was going on upstairs that I liked, that I could connect with for a lifetime. So I decided to exit stage left. Had he ever been rejected? No. Did he get mad at me? 100%. Did I block his butt? You know I did. So you have to put that in mind. Oh, and side note, I did not sleep with this dude. And we ended up talking for about 3 months. And no, I didn't get jiggy with it. And then even since we were talking, as long as we were talking, he was more so interested in just getting to know me versus sleeping with me. Sure, he still wanted to sleep with me. But the thing is, once I prioritized myself and let him know, hey, buddy, this is my boundary. Guess what he did? He respected my boundary because he wanted me to be in his life. And that's what a lot of women need to understand. When you set that boundary, you got to have some boundaries. When you set that boundary, he gonna get down or he gonna lay down, which means he gonna step up or he gonna step off. Either way, you don't give a F. Why? Because you have that mentality. You know who you are. You love yourself. You have self-worth. You're not just blowing with the wind and any dude who holler at you can hit. Like, don't be like that. No matter how good he look, how much money he got. Because I done talked to dudes in the industry. I done talked to all kind of men. And the thing is, who are you to? Just because you have this money, just because you look good, what does that mean at the end of the day? What do we have to talk about? Are you emotionally available? A lot of men, I've dated all kinds of men, and one in particular I dated was not emotionally available. And I was just it was like pulling teeth, trying to get him to talk, to engage, and he'd be up and down and all around and love bombing. And ultimately he ghosted me. This has been so long ago, but ultimately he ghosted me. And did I beat myself up? Yup. Stop beating yourself up, ladies. If the man don't want you, he just don't want you. That don't mean you ain't desirable. It just means he's not the dude for you. So who's watching this? Because I can't even tell. I can see who's joining. So if you're joining, give me a wave, a thumbs up. I don't know what you do on TikTok. I guess a heart. I don't even know. But excuse me, if you're in, I'm drinking some coffee, guys. So the coffee, I got me some coffee. I've been working. The girl is sleepy, honey. So I got some coffee on this good Saturday. And so if you're liking the content, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. If you're not following me, feel free to follow me now. Again, I'm Coach B. Wiley. Just wanted to come on here on live and tell you guys a little bit what I do. I have a book. This book is old now. I'm going to do an updated version of it, but here's my book, B. Wiley. There's a little picture of me on the back. It's all about dating. And on here, in this book, let me tell y'all something about this book. And chapter one is called Many Men, where I describe some of the guys that I have dated. Like, for example, the infant. For example, there's the infant. The infant can't breathe. Here's my phone. My phone is doing something weird. I'm sorry. For example, there's the infant. The infant can't breathe, think, make decisions, cook his own meals, or wash his own ass without a woman's help. Then there's the flashy dream-selling guy. He has the career, designer clothes, shoes, nice car, rims, and money, money, money. Baloney. The thing about the flashy guy is he's like the nude man in the long trench coat. His sole purpose is to get your attention. What kind of guys are you dating? What kind of guys are you sick of dating? What kind of guys do you continue to attract? Like attracts like. And whatever you like is going to continue to come around. If you don't like what you're attracting, then you have to look within yourself, be more self-aware and say, self, why do I keep attracting cheaters? What have I been cheating on? Have I been cheating on my diet? Have I been cheating on my time card at work? Like, why do I continue to attract what I attract? You have to ask yourself this. And ladies, if you're unwilling to be honest with yourself, then don't expect to attract honest men who are going to do right by you when you continue to put yourself down and put yourself on the wayside. If you, like I said a minute ago, if you have something that you want to change about yourself to be more attractive and more desirable and you can change it, change it. If you cannot change whatever it is, then you have to accept it. For example, do y'all know what, have any ladies in the audience, if you've been pregnant before, there's something called edema. It means when your feet swell up and your ankles swell up. This is generally when you're pregnant. Well, I have that 24/7. I was born with it. I'm a medical mystery, honey, because ain't nobody in neither side of my family have that. Can I change that? No. Can I suppress it? Absolutely, with physical therapy, compression socks. So I'm dealing with it. So whoever get with me and they don't like it, they see Fred Flintstone legs and they just like, I'm not into it, then you're not my dude. You have to adopt that mindset. If he don't like what he see and what you bring to the table, it's not on you to change who you are. Now, I get it. You want to evolve. You want to be better. You want to become more polished and emotionally intelligent. That you do want to do. But if he literally don't like the fact that you have natural hair and he prefers a wig, he's literally trying to change your look. So why don't he go over there with somebody with a wig and get with his wig and call it a day? Or if he doesn't like the fact that you wear your hair, let's say you wear your hair like this in the summer, you get your hair braided. These are some goddess, what are these called? Long goddess locks. He don't like that. He don't like no weave at all. You can't put no weave. It's either you wear your hair or nothing. Then guess what? He's probably not the guy for you. So just think about what you desire, what you want, and what really matters. And being 6 foot tall, it don't really matter. I say, as long as he ain't taller than you, as long as you're not taller than him in heels, you good. Me, for example, I'm 5'2.5". I'm like average height. My dude that I dated for 5 years, he was literally 5'2". And for the first half of our relationship, I did not wear heels because I was like, I don't want to be taller than him. And one day he sat me down, he was like, girl, if you don't put some heels on, and I found the highest heels, and I was taller than him, and I dated him for about 5 years, and then I moved to Missouri, and then that ended it in like, shoot, over a decade ago. But I've seen him since, and it's so funny. But so, I just say, look, if I can put on heels and you're taller than me or the same height, we're good to go. I'm 5'2" now. Now, 5'2", if I can't make a dude that's taller than me, then it's just like, really? But you just got to think about it. What do you really want? What are your non-negotiables? I did a video about this. YouTube, check me out on YouTube, guys, if you want longer content on what I post here on TikTok, little snippets on TikTok. But I do the long content on YouTube. Coach B. Wiley on everything. And you got to check out your non-negotiables. And if he's 5'9", you should be able to work with that. As long as he's working, he can take care of himself. He's got his own place. He got his own money, taking care of his kid or kids if he has them. Then, hey, he needs to match whatever you're matching. Me, for example, I have my own. I work for myself. Excuse me. This coffee is making me burp. It's the dairy. I'm sorry. Anyway, me personally, I have my B. Wiley brand, and my side hustle is rideshare. So I got 2 jobs. Then outside of that, I have my own home. I'm sitting in my home right now. I pay my own rent. I've been paying my own rent since what? I don't know. 20, right after I graduated college, so 22. And I have a car. I financially support myself. I don't get child support. I literally support myself. My son has a job. He buys his stuff that he want to buy. But the point is, whatever you have, you want the guy to match it. Don't not be working and don't not have your own car, but you expect him to have a Ferrari and a mansion and be making 6 figures, because that doesn't even make sense. Don't expect anything, period. And definitely don't expect a dude to take care of you. Because what is he? Like, what are you, his sugar baby? Like, you a sugar baby? Like, I don't understand. Well, anyway, guys, this was just a quick little, what do you call this? A quick question and answer. Did nobody ask me no questions, but y'all showed up. I got like over 300 likes. So I appreciate you guys for being here and joining. I'm going to come back and do more lives. I want to do this like every day. So I thank everybody for coming into the live. And I think that's about it. I don't even know how long I've been on here. And I don't know how to end this live. So that's where we're at. Do I push this power button? I don't know, guys. But if you want to book a session with me, feel free. Coach B. Wiley. The link is in my bio. Go to mymentor.life. Look up Coach B. Wiley. The link is right there. Shoot me a DM if you have a question. I always like to answer quick, to the point questions. Look me up on YouTube. YouTube is your friend, Coach B. Wiley. I'm on Facebook too, Coach B. Wiley. Instagram, I am on there, but I really don't talk about anything on there. But I go on the stories every now and then. You can look me up. But if you really want all the good stuff, it's right here on TikTok, then YouTube. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Now I got to figure out how in the world I get off of this. There's a share button, but that's not what I'm looking for. How do you end this? Is it this right here? I'm going to push this button and see what happens. End live. Yep, that's how you end it. Thanks for watching.